Hello, I'm Anita Berry for Edmond Spotlight, and I'm here today with Janet Yowell from the Edmond Economic Development Authority. Janet, thank you so much for being here today. Glad you could join me. Janet, tell me exactly what the EEDA does.
The mission of the EEDA is to assist business that's already here in town and to recruit new business, and that means business of all kinds, whether it's retail, back office, service-oriented, and then really assist our business here that's already in town, whether they have needs, if they're growing, they need a new location in town, if they need employees. We also keep all kinds of demographic information, cost of living information, things like that.
Okay. Can you talk a little bit about the business environment here in Edmond and the things that make it such a special place for business owners to come and do business?
We have a couple of main factors why Edmond is really attractive to business. Our education level, about 51% of the population over 25 has a college degree. Cost of living is relatively low here. Safety and the crime rate, all of the things that factor into a company's bottom line when they're looking at a location.
Okay, and you work with businesses all the time. What are the primary factors that make them choose Edmond over another place?
I would say the number one factor is really our educated workforce. Because we have that educated population, we have people here that earn higher income and are more attractive to more types of companies. So that combined with within a 45-minute radius around Edmond, there are 100,000 college students. So we track degrees and what areas they're graduating from and try and recruit those areas. And then the workforce in about a 30-minute drive around Edmond is well over 600,000. So when you look at that, you combine that with our educated workforce, the students that we have coming out of college, really makes our workforce look good.
Okay. What types of businesses are you recruiting?
Because of our workforce and the areas that we're most educated in, we really think that some high-tech manufacturing, which is really light manufacturing, electronic components type things, back office services, banking, financial, those kinds of things, some customer call centers, and what our main niche right now is forensic science. We have 2 universities within our city limits, and with a combined enrollment of almost 20,000, there has been a major effort in the forensic science area. So we're recruiting around that, everything from forensic accounting, forensic nurses, obviously forensic scientists. It seems to be a growing industry, growing very rapidly with really no recession built in. We're always going to need criminologists, people that are fighting crime.
Wow, okay, that's pretty fascinating. Okay, speaking of recession, as the country has been in an economic crisis nationwide, how has Edmond fared throughout these tough times?
We've actually fared very well. We haven't seen anybody that's really vacated any large amounts of space in town or has had major layoffs. We do have a large percentage of the population in the oil and gas industry, which used to be the total, it used to be a really high percentage. We are now more diversified. So during times like this, it does create a really good base. And with things going fairly well there, and they've been, mainly stable, it's really carried us through. That combined with our other areas of focus, we've done very well.
That's great to hear. Are there any incentives for businesses to come to Edmond?
There are. We like to customize them. So we're looking at companies, whether it's an existing company or a new company, and we play on the same level. We want to be fair to our existing companies too. So anybody that's adding at least 10 new employees, adding a significant amount of capital investment, $1.25 million into their facility, and because Edmond owns their own electric company, in Edmond Electric, we can customize our electric rates. So for the higher users that run more than one shift or happen to run all night, we can customize rates for that. So really, if a company is investing in those areas, adding jobs, adding capital, and is a big electric user, we can customize it depending on their needs. We also have a wonderful career tech system in the state of Oklahoma, and within our city limits, our very own career tech system provides customized training for businesses and industry at little to no charge to the companies. So it's one of our best incentives that we have, combined with our local incentives.
Okay. In what areas are you seeing a lot of growth right now?
Well, specifically in the forensic science area. And this is a niche that's developed out of the University of Central Oklahoma right here in Edmond. They have a now undergrad and a graduate degree program in forensic science. So you can become anything from a forensic chemist, a scientist, a personality behaviorist, and a forensic accountant, a forensic nurse. So we really see that as a high growth area. And because of that, we have had the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, our state FBI facility, locate an 80,000 square foot building right across the street from the campus of UCO. So now they are able to share students and the workload a little bit, and really enhance the crime fighting techniques that we have.
Are there any other amenities for businesses here?
We do have an airport, which is 10 minutes up the road from the center of Edmond. It's actually in the community of Guthrie, just to our north. It's operated through an intergovernmental agreement, so both cities jointly operate this airport, and we combine to get state and federal funds on that. And by doing so, there's just a small match from the local communities, and it's really a great way to capture a lot of dollars for capital improvements at the airport. Right now, the airport has over 100 planes, a 5,200-foot runway, which makes it jet capable for most all commuter jets. Not a commercial airport, but really just for the private jet traffic. So people that businessmen, even golfers in our golfing community utilize that airport, and it is a great amenity. So we'll continue to capture those state and federal dollars and add to the airport and continue to have it grow.
That is really fascinating. And we do have some great businesses here in Edmond, and we really appreciate all the work you and the EEDA do for that. And I understand you have some information for businesses on your website.
Yes, we do. Everything that we keep within the office, we also keep on our website at eeda.com. So everything from cost of living comparisons. If a company is local and they're looking for employees, they're trying to recruit somebody from California or from anywhere on the East Coast, we can compare cost of living for them, for that employee or for that person they're trying to recruit. We have all kinds of demographic information, traffic counts for retailers, income reports, where people spend their money. Really helps retailers decide where in town they would like to locate. All kinds of maps, and all of that is kept online as well as in our office.
Great. Janet, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate your time. If you'd like more information about Edmond, Oklahoma, you can visit the website Janet just mentioned, which is eeda.com, or you can also visit edmondspotlight.com. Thank you.